Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. We already have appetite for your dinner. Group 66.
Group 66. We went over what you're eating today. I mean, as a chef, I can imagine your meals are amazing.
Must be such a great
tenderloin with browned onions and mushrooms, mashed potatoes, and cream sauce and vegetables. And I says, but she hasn't said what she's having for dessert. And Violetta says, we are her dessert.
Nice to be with you guys. Sterling Glazer, Sweet Salty 1111, Jessica, Janice Sabatini, Group 66, Cherry Bell,
MBG.
Yeah, you go.
Patty Thompson. Starlight Glazer. You're all set up?
Yeah, I am set up. Yes, I'm set up. And at the end, remind me to make about the winner for the free reading. So if not, remind us, please.
I've got it written down.
Oh, good. And Navalny is not feeling well. He lost 15 pounds in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you texted me that. And I asked you, is it because he's starving himself by not eating, or are they starving him? And
I didn't answer
You didn't answer that.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He has such a pain and toothache. So something is causing him so much pain all over the body. And on the right side, I feel like he has a toothache.
Wow, that's going to affect his health really severely.
So first that he can't feel like eating because of that. But I'm worried that they are giving him something to accelerate the pain. So they gave him before something, so they are maybe reproducing something, new adventure for him. They caught him writing something, sending some messages, and he is uncomfortable for them. Putin is afraid of him.
And this is for entertainment purposes only. And we do appreciate the likes and the shares and the subscriptions. Please subscribe with the bell and you'll get all notifications.
And thank you for your donations as well.
Yeah, those are really, really a gift.
And thank you for liking my shorts.
Someone had asked about that deck that you had just received. What was it? Do you have the box?
It is a regular deck. It's already waiting.
It's waiting to be
charged by the full moon, so it's on the other side of my house. But when the moon will reach,
and then we'll go back to it again and show you what it is.
And it's a golden tarot, and it has descriptions about which card
the meaning of the card. It's really quite nice.
It's very heavy. It's really nice quality. Whoever gave me that, thank you so much.
MBG is asking, what can your wonderful guides tell us about the new diet drug, Ozempic? Is it safe? Oh, thank you
so much. Oh, group, thank you. You already gave me 2 times. Thank you so much. And Ozempic, it's a private thing for me, so I have to share with you. I got my doctor wanted me to take it, and he wanted my husband to take it. I'm on the border, so I thought, why would he want me to? And so you will lose weight. And I tried 3 times every 3 weeks, but minimum dose. And I thought, I don't feel that it's for me. You have to ask yourself, first, that it's not proof yet in Canada. Second, that it's something that they don't know long-term distance, how it will work. And so I'm not, thank you, Karen Kukral. Thank you. And Karen. And, it is something that and they asked my husband to take that. So I said, you are skinny. Why would they give you that? Mm-hmm. So I didn't let him to take it. I didn't took it. We don't know how in 10 years and to take something for the rest of your life For some people, might be good because they are losing weight.
So do your guides have anything to say with
I felt
just
for
that?
myself. So I'm not going to go against anything. Use your own guides,
Okay.
your own feelings. If it's for you, then go for it. But I didn't let myself and my husband to take it, and now our doctor is not pushing for it. But then he's a nice doctor, but he is paid when he is introducing new medication.
Yeah, my doctor was so surprised because I only take thyroid medication. That's it.
Yeah. You are young.
I'm a year older than you.
And I was, someone was asking me about the helmet that I was talking about for my knee. And that's just, no, we don't advertise for. So
that's the box.
Please find the name for yourself. There is plenty of them on eBay, not eBay, on Amazon.
Yeah.
This one we choose, and it's hitting my knee.
And it does look like a helmet. And, it's heavy.
It is heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at my knee, and it's another head. Not between the legs, but on one leg.
Sweet and Salty 1111. Will 45 flee America in 2023 or 2024?
Oh my. Time is not easy for me. I know that eventually he is going to be on some island working.
One.
Between the rocks.
Two.
A beach.
Three.
Maybe not island, but it's called beach, and he's working. And when the judgment will come, he will check his balances and everything, and he will make that decision. Right now, he is not ready yet to do it. Go. Yeah, he will be doing this when he will feel like he is forced to do it. So far, he thinks that he still has chances to win.
He still has Secret Service with him. They may not let him go.
They will be with him for the rest of his life.
Sweet and Salty 1111. Will Scientology?
Unless it will be some nice island like Alcatraz.
You saw rocks. You saw him alone.
And I was riding around Alcatraz because otherwise we will have to wait 2 more days to get there. So the lineup was so big. Okay.
Sweet and Salty 1111. Will Scientology lose their tax exemption status in the near future? That's interesting about all.
Oh, that's because this is different religion. I don't know how religion it is or how, because it's Scientology, so it's not really.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Well, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. I think the croupier, you know who is croupier in the casino? A guy who is putting the money when you lose.
Okay.
He has that
a little scooper.
Scooper.
Yeah.
But he is not completely scooping to himself. He is giving something for the winners. So I think there will be some situation that they will be able to win, and some part, not everything will be scooped from them. They will be more cautious how to attend them, because they will be cheating or going to the top for the money. This one I don't understand right now, because they don't have women who are leading the movement. They are usually followers there.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be something that it will be about the acceptance of women's movement there, to be in the power, because Queen of Work. Something will be reaching them, and the croupier is taking part. I think that's what they call them in England, those guys.
I don't know. I don't do that. Beverly, your girlfriend.
Hello, Beverly.
Will Senator Feinstein recover and be able to continue her duties in state and Congress?
I was just telling you that she is sabotaging ability of nominating new judges. And she said she's working from home, but the senators has to be working from. She's senator or
She's a Senator Feinstein.
Yeah, senator. Yeah, because they are fighting for her senator seat. Yes. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
She will have to give up eventually because she will be feeling that she needs someone to hold her hand, to walk her. So Biden will have to kind of, or Biden or the Senate, top senator, what is his name?
Newsom?
No.
Because there are 2 people trying for her seat.
So Kathy and
the one who does the whiteboards.
And Adam, they are both, they're both ladies. President. My gosh, my vocabulary today. She is a professor, student of Elizabeth Warren, and Katie and Adam Schiff. They are fighting for that position. Both of them will be fighting, and Feinstein will be saying, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that." So, but she will be vulnerable. She wouldn't be able to do the way that she wants to do, feeling that she is fine. I think they will have to check her even mental capacity because she had a problem with memory before, and they should check for that. It's nothing against her, I'm not saying, but it is.
I'm just thinking of us, we wouldn't pass.
No, with me guessing names. Katie Porter. Yeah, it will come back, but no, I never would like to be on that Senate seat. Oh gosh.
Lori Sue Cragen Planet. In my particular state of North Carolina, stalking, bullying against senior citizens is escalating, particularly in publicly subsidized housing. Will local law enforcement at all prevail?
So sad. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I can't promise you that it will be better. It will be more. It will be worse. That the kids are growing up to be so tough on skin. They don't accept the fact that they should. Like when I was young, the moment I saw the older person standing, I would stand up in the train or city buses. That was respect. You couldn't even imagine that you wouldn't give them. We didn't have too many seniors because after the war, most of them were gone, died during the war, killed or died. And then I was lucky I had grandfather from one side and grandmother from another, but most of my friends didn't have grandparents. So we were respecting them. When I was walking on my street, whoever I knew that is living somewhere there that I saw, I would always dig, because that was the polite way. They should make some law, some judgment of, but it has to come from home, that they will be growing up and knowing this instinctively, that they have to behave properly towards grandparents, and it spreads to other people.
Ageism is huge. I'm with the Alberta Elder Abuse Awareness Council, and I give presentations and training for training people to give presentations and to oversee others. Ageism is huge. And through the generations, they just don't understand that they're also going to get old. And the older our population gets, the World Health Organization, it's going to increase and increase and increase unless we do something about it. So do whatever you can on your individual level. You're the eyes and the ears of the people around you. And try to keep them safe from all types of abuse.
And they should understand that they will grow up to be one day old.
They don't see that. They see a disconnection, and you're on your way out. So it doesn't matter. Well, one day they're going to find out that they're on their way out. And I have found that I don't feel any different than I did when I was like 48. I keep on sticking at 48, even though I'm not that. They don't realize that.
I never disrespect any, even my age people. I don't feel like I'm allowed to disrespect. But if someone is pushing my button, I can stand up.
Now, Meter Sangita, I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing it right. She had mentioned something that you mentioned to me when I came in. The Senate can't confirm judges without Feinstein.
Yeah.
She needs to leave.
That's what I said. But
you had said that when I arrived.
She will be trying to, and eventually they will, like a little child, to take her by her hand, and she will have to move away from that seat.
AV is asking, who leaked the top secret Pentagon documents?
Oh boy, I was afraid to, without closing my eye, I thought, gosh, that's a scary question. I hope I'm not getting that. And I knew I will. And I'm not prepared. Count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. I see a small person, that's a symbol, and big chair. And that person wanted to climb on the chair. And it was like a child, push away. So that person had some anger. Why I can't, I have the feeling it can be a lady, because they are usually letting some chances for men in Pentagon, but for women, they might ignore her.
Mm-hmm.
And want to jump on the chair that is too big for her. It's like the bar chair, but it has the back. And that person feels that I have everything what they need, and they ignore me. They abandon me when there is time for promotion. They are not letting her to get promotion, because highest two is the promotion. So someone who thought that will have chances to get more money, and that way probably even thought that it's not that person was selling the information, because it was public. Mental illness, probably, and it can be a lady. So they have to check who has big aspirations and was ignored, like treat like a baby. Get out. It's not for you. And she feels like she has to get even. It's a revenge, some kind of.
Lori's also mentioning, unfortunately, it's other seniors doing this to other senior citizens. And that's quite common because they have accepted what has been told to them and they carry that attitude forward, but they don't realize that they're also at risk. But abuse starts somewhere, and we're not born being abusive. We choose that, and then we're taught that.
And John Nazarevsky, will Trump see all his cases through, or will he get too sick? Sorry.
No, that's fine. 1, 2, 3.
Some cases he will be ignoring. It's like playing piano. They are black and white keys. So he will be playing only on those black keys that are important. The other ones he will be ignoring, leaving for the lawyers to deal with them. But there is always less those black keys than the white keys. And they make much more deeper noise. So he feels he will be watching those ones more carefully and crying over losing them, fighting like hell. And yes, he will be spending money and doing as good job as he can do to fight. But that's not unusual. He is the way created. I never met anyone like him. I don't know if I would like to meet someone like him.
Janice Hart is asking, I had a wonderful, or commenting as well, I had a wonderful reading with Violetta and have so many more questions. Would love to talk to you again. But her question is, would you explain about karma? What are its origins and how does it heal?
Oh boy. We are all afraid of karma.
What you put out, you receive.
Yes, and I was using that word quite often to my elderly mother because opposite the other ladies that were abused, she loves to be sometimes pushy towards people. And I was telling her, watch yourself because karma is going to catch with you. Next life, you might be a servant. Because she was not nice to those ladies who were looking after her. And I was not happy about this because we had to always to change her new maids. And she was always complaining and accusing them about things. So that was the word that was all the time coming to me. And now she's on the other side and she will have to choose some punishment for herself on the next life. Who knows? She might have to go, and that's what I'm feeling about karma. That you do something to others, you will have to experience that in the next life on yourself. You will choose,
or it will come sooner. It'll come back to you immediately.
Well, this lifetime too. But sometimes I feel that's what I was telling my mom. What? Because on the other side, you have to face the fiddler and pay the price that, not that I'm saying. No.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Your intuition will tell you always when you are doing something wrong. And if you have a soul, it will be bugging you. But you can't really. Sometimes you have to justify things for yourself, even if it's hard for you to do it. And you have to keep your life balanced, that you are not stepping on anyone's toe, but don't let anyone to run you down, because sometimes it will be impossible for you to leave. So start your new adventure from new path on your life and think that, would I like to experience this in the next life? If someone is mean to Black people, check if you would like to be reborn as a Black person, whatever. But think under that scrutiny, how would you like to be in the shoes of that person?
Now, Elena, Rynkevic, she just read a book, Eden in Egypt. She was wondering, what do your cards say about the info in the book?
Eden in Egypt. Eden, okay.
Eden in Egypt. What do the cards say?
Eden, it's a destination of happiness.
Well, the Garden of Eden.
Garden of Eden, okay. I just want to make sure that it is what I'm thinking.
So what do your cards think about the info in the book?
3 cards.
1.
I never heard about this book, so I can only tell you what is my feeling. I see this Egyptian time, the time of Egyptians' time in Egypt, and beautiful gardens. Everything is blooming, that the pyramids are built, freshly built, and absolutely wonderful culture, art, everything, architecture. We couldn't compete with them. So I feel it is something to promote the beauty on the earth, that we can create the heaven on earth, kind of Eden on the earth. And it was created before. So we have to recreate again. Yeah, share wealth with others and make sure that everyone has some equal rights, working together on the big projects or small projects. Journey might not be easy, but it will be giving us good results. We lost that Eden on the earth. We can't create anything as monumental anymore. And they did in so many places, those pyramids and things that are unbelievable when we are looking at them.
Christine Curley is asking, is the Supreme Court Justice Thomas the only judge who's best friends with the Crow brothers?
That's what they are brothers.
Yeah, Trammell and Harlan is what Philip has written later on.
Okay. And what kind of businesses do they have? Because Koch brothers had, they started with Koch and then carpets and everything else.
They're very Republican, though.
Oh, yeah.
So a Supreme Court Justice, the only judge who's best friends with the Crow brothers.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Christmas time, and he's coming and giving checks.
The Crow brothers?
Yeah,
Crow brothers
they are coming and spreading the wealth with others. So I wouldn't, it's like Christmas time. Yeah, magicians. So, and juggling with money. Well, America is in trouble because of that. They have to start, maybe some ladies might not be, maybe Democratic ladies are, she is not on the same page, but the other people are there. Because it looks like they are coming and...
Which now begs the question for me anyways. Kavanaugh had all his bills, his debts paid. Were the Crow brothers responsible for the payment of those debts?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I can't say who it is, but I see a bar in front of Kavanaugh.
Well, beer.
No, bar.
Oh, bar.
Bars.
Bars.
Like in the prison.
Okay.
So this is something very illegal, symbol of being illegal. I don't know who did that, but it is very iffy.
Well, they really wanted him in there.
Yeah. Well, the whole world is observing, and surprise will come. Angel of Love. I don't know if he will be 3 more cards for Kavanaugh.
1,
Because
2, 3.
Yes, he will have to stand up and fight. And King of Love. So that the Angel of Love is probably a symbol of White House, the shelter. What is his name? The
Sheldon Whitehouse.
Sheldon Whitehouse. So he is fighting with them, and maybe there will be some responses to that situation, that they will be able. And I was saying that something will hit Jordan, and it's not long, and he is in that situation that they are going to.
Well, it's just a very interesting thing, because they've opened the case back up on Kavanaugh to see all the people who who wanted to be interviewed and everything. So hopefully they'll get him out of there.
Maybe he will be behind the bar, and they might check who was giving him the money, because that way they will have the ability to go through his books.
And even the Crow brothers, it said that what they're going to look back on is all the judgments that were before the Supreme Court, because they always said there wasn't a direct connection to the Crow brothers, that they're going to look and see whether or not any of them did have a connection, and how Justice Thomas voted, that if there was something going on
I
there.
wouldn't be surprised that Justice Thomas is on the same page. They are all probably, if I see someone coming and giving you everyone playing Santa Claus. So
Harriet Howell is asking, will the recent document steal hurt Ukraine?
Sorry, I was...
Harriet Howell is asking, will the recent document steal hurt Ukraine?
It will hurt them. They will... I see the backbone. So there is something about the spine. It's hurting the spine. So... yeah, without spine, we are flexible. We are not capable of walking straight. So that will probably hurt them. And if a spine hurts, it hurts. You can't put the helmet on the spine.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there will be fights and fights. So it's both sides they will feel not trusting enough. The Ukrainians will feel that they are outside of the border, so the trust will be playing friends. So there will be a lot of those things coming to the surface. Well, eventually it might come out as a good thing.
Well, it said that some documents were even doctored up a little bit. Alexandra Bellino is saying Salon Magazine and others are reporting Steve Bannon said he's grooming Robert Kennedy Jr. to run against Biden as a chaos agent. Do you see anything behind this?
Well, I was just fresh. It was fresh news when I started video, and I thought, well, Kennedy, nice name, and he looks like...
Yeah, but Ted Kennedy isn't very nice.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Someone will push him and he will flip on his face. So something will be damaging to him. I said that he will be running and he will be able to collect a lot of money, but maybe the Republicans will be poor and he will fall on his face in the mud. So yeah, he will be very cautious, very lonely. I don't hear anything about him on CNN, on MSNBC.
I haven't heard anything other than what you said.
And that was just one thing. And he will go different direction, more quiet. Well, Bannon. We don't hear anything about him lately.
Beverly's asking, will Jim Jordan get kicked out of the Congress because of the lawsuit against him by District Attorney Bragg?
And he's not a lawyer, and he is responsible for the legal. Three cards.
1,
Jim Jordan will kick out.
2, 3.
He will be like mad dog biting everyone who wants to touch him. Oh, I see him just being crazy, crazy, crazy. He will need the doctor's help. No one will trust him. Yeah, he needs a medication for his temper. I don't see him being kicked out, but fighting, yes.
Well, hopefully he's voted out of there in 2 years.
He's supposed to be kicked out before even.
I know. Well, it's the same as Matt Gaetz. I'm
Yeah.
surprised that he's not in prison.
And they don't have values. That's that. The Republicans don't show any values. Like he was accused of being quiet about the molestation of young boys, and they let him to be still because he is yappy.
Mhm. Esmeralda, she's from Denmark. Will China take Taiwan? Because since the visit of the Taiwanese president, China is surrounding Taiwan militarily speaking with all the ships and everything else.
Please don't. I see some descents. So there will be some descents coming from the sky and from the water. It is dramatic, it's very powerful, and 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It looks like they will be controlling water. Why I see the symbol of controlling water? It's an island, so controlling water will play extreme role what people can drink.
Mm-hmm.
Harvest, good harvest for China. People will be crying. Yes, China might be in control. I'm sorry.
Now, last question. Patty, 2019, will Kevin McCarthy lose his speakership in Congress anytime soon?
Soon, I don't know, but I said that long time ago that he's not forever, that they don't have respect for him. But I will try to see what else I will. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Like when you are walking on elevator steps.
Escalator?
Escalator. Yeah, escalator steps, and they are going down, and you are sweating, and you are not going.
So you're climbing up them, up the escalator?
Up. He wants to climb up, but he can't. He's going down. He will make few steps and going down. I did that once, and stupidly, I was lucky to get on the top because my family was there, and I wanted to go for shortcut.
Well, yes, that's really short.
Oh my gosh.
You should have gone on the one going up and then walked.
That one was close. That one was close. So I didn't break the rules. But this one, I thought I can see them and surprise. His friendship with Taylor Green. I want to say toilet instead of Taylor because that's my Cohen calls her. And he will be like a baby, easy to control. Everything will be open and they will know something we don't know, some surprise. And he might not swallow that surprise. But she has a boyfriend. I guess she could have few boyfriends. She's divorced now. For entertainment only.
Gina's asking, would you consider having once a month a show answering personal questions for members only? Violetta had done a personal or a members only part, and she doesn't like to do the personal questions.
I need to connect with person when I'm doing private readings, then I can answer the questions.
And there are enough opportunities for free readings.
Free readings.
Complimentary of Janet and Tom Burke.
Yeah, it is. And like today, someone woke me up in very early morning, and I'm not a morning person. And she wanted to know first that I hardly could understand her because she had probably Brazilian accent, and she didn't understand her question. And wake up in the morning,
To answer a personal question.
I said, well, if you want to come for the reading, I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude. I felt like I have to stand up for my boundaries as well. I can't wake up my husband and myself doing reading in the middle of nowhere, and I was not connected. I was feeling like, okay, when I'm relaxed, I know that moment I'm coming, I'm doing reading. But one questions, I never feel it's enough.
Mhm. Now,
Even half an hour reading is very hard to
yeah,
do,
it is.
but it's enough. But to have just someone waking you up in the night and asking you questions.
So we have a few things that I had wanted to mention. One thing at the end of this will be the
right away we will do.
the draw for a complimentary reading,
Mhm.
30-minute reading. Again, compliments of Tom and Janet Berg.
Thank you so much, Tom and Janet.
And so it's going to be drawn on the last video, the comments from the last video on Monday.
And this the drawing is from the previous reading from Monday, the live reading. So I'm going there. And it's 244 comments.
So you have a very good opportunity.
And I still have a few more to go through. So please, whenever you feel like, please do that.
Because you never know which one she's going to.
No. I will have a reading tomorrow at 4 o'clock with Milo.
With Milo.
Milo, sorry.
4 o'clock Alberta Mountain Time. So join on her channel.
So please.
A collaboration with Milo.
Yeah. And I have to run the store. I have my husband that I have to.
You're busy.
Look after. So I'm going to search for. And I hope I will meet some of you that are here on my channel. But private questions, I may not be accurate when I will just pop out.
There are some other
yeah,
readers
Linda
who are doing
is
that.
doing this probably. I heard something that she's doing like that. So I'm sorry. But I went too far.
She goes back and forth and then just stops at one.
You say stop.
So you can either blame me or thank me. Stop, please.
Sue Walton. Hi, ladies. Interesting show. As always, thank you for sharing your abilities. You seem to be such a genuine person. Thank you. Our pleasure.
And Sue, she truly is. She truly is.
Thank you. And so, Sue, please post pinning your name. So please contact with me, and I will post with your name, your phone number, and I will call you. We will decide when we will have the reading. So
this will be posted on Monday's comment section at the top, and Violetta will have information on how you can connect with her. Thank you so much. And it's going to be a good time. Anyways. And I have a few remedies. Okay. May I talk about this first? Okay. And then we can post this information too. Interview with Bob Woodward in Toronto 2 months ago. And it was posted on the Agenda channel, titled Truth and Trump, an evening with Bob Woodward. It is so interesting. I've already had a couple of his books that I read, or I've read. He talks about the Trump audio tapes and how Trump sort of trusted him, the changing of the guard in politics, Trump and the nuclear button in the past and if reelected, Putin and Ukrainian situation, who will be written in history as the greatest leader of this time period, the future of the Republican Party, and Biden's reelection. A lot, and there's even more things in there, but it's such a good thing. And so it'll come up as a link in the post on the community page. So if you are subscribed, you will get the link. Otherwise, you're going to have to search it out on the community portion of the site. Yes. And 2 remedies. Of course, we are talking so much about the pregnancy and how to protect yourself.
when I was teenager and a virgin to age 21. Believe it or not, I was such a virgin. And I read a book by Emile Zola, Nana, and it was about courtesan in Paris in 1800 somewhere.
So the courtesans?
Yeah.
Women.
And it was her remedy, or someone from that book. When you are 16, 17, you sponge this information. So after sex, she was always coughing. And that way she was pushing the sperm out of her body. So that was the way they were protecting themselves not to get pregnant.
How effective was that?
I don't know. She had tuberculosis eventually. So she will be coughing all the time. But that was apparently the way that push and maybe jumping as well on a different. There was a theater of girls and they were jumping off from the chair. Can you imagine that? How romantic it was to go on a chair and jump. And Judith Kaufman is asking, I want to know if you see any remedies for non-verbal and aggressive child with autism. And apparently smell of lavender will
Lavender?
Lavender.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Will calm the child, but there is 10 different essential oils that you can check, do your own research on Google, and 10 different types of oils, essential oils will help child with behavior or ADHD and ASD. So at least I'm pointing you. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. So I was a witch doctor many 100 years ago. I probably was, and I know my mother was selling, remedies in India. So that was different part of my past lives.
So let's do a prayer.
Okay, we want to pray for, still have nice Easter egg notices. And we want to pray. Do you want some rock?
There's some here too.
Yeah. I'm not running out of rocks. We want to pray for peace on the earth, for security, for protection of those places that are vulnerable. And like today, there was fire in Indiana. And did you see that big recycle plant in the fire? So we want, and the protection from that new fungus coming from whatever. But there is some new fungus coming and affecting people. So all the best to everyone who is suffering, that you will have strength to recover from whatever comes your way, and that you will have ability to be around people that loves you, that you will love, and that you will feel safe. And everyone should have the ability to be with loved ones and be appreciated.
Mm-hmm. And the motivational doc, which I noticed that you started to look at now, and he is a doctor, actually, but he always puts out an inspirational thing. And one that he put out a while ago: we are not given a good life or a bad life. We are given a life. It's up to us to make it good or bad.
Yeah.
Ties in with our karma.
Well, we are choosing probably what we want to experience from the other side.
What we have to learn even.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and see you next time.
And see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow
with Milo,
yeah,
4 o'clock Alberta Mountain Time.
Thank you. What would I do without you?
Oh, you'd have a good life.
Thank you.
Thanks. See you later.
See you, and group 66.
And please, before you leave, please post some questions that Violetta could maybe draw from as well to ask Milo.
Milo, yeah. I didn't
or
start
even
it
your
yet.
or even your weekend video, but please do post questions.
Yeah, if I don't ask him, I can ask Milo as well. Matthew, dziękuję. PS and Juliana, Gloria, Burgen, and Ivona Riviera, Group 66. We are getting appetite just reading your menu, Jan Nazalowski and
MLTHEW1. Lavender used in conjunction with eye contact for the nonverbal person, combined with belief that autism is not a disease but an operating system. I was executive director of the Learning Disabilities Association, and autism is amazing. People with Asperger's and on the autism spectrum. These are our greatest gifts at many times. I mean, they do not back down on their learning, but we learn so much from them as well. They are our scientists, particularly people who have obstacles all the time. They plow through them. We may stop on 3 or 4 tries saying, well, I'm not going to do this. That's their life, and they will keep on going through, but they are amazing scientists and everything. These are amazing people. It is a gift.
Yeah, Matthew, Cheryl, thank you, Cheryl. It's not that this is.
It is not. It truly is a gift. And when you get to meet more and more and more of them and find out their special talents. So when I look at learning disabilities, actually, those are the learning abilities that we all desire, because we admire a lot of these people. And sometimes we don't even know that they have autism or that they're on the spectrum. It's a wonderful world.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.